I do hope they change the term taunt though, because
Mm-hmm.
I get
Yeah,
where it's coming from,
it's
because that's
tricky.
what pretty much every game calls it, the
I
same
know.
mechanic. But
Like,
at the same time, the fact that they had to say even mindless creatures are drawn to your taunts, I'm like, just
Well, and also
do
the fact that
something
it's
else.
not the fact
Oh,
that it's not a charisma based class. Like I would
yeah,
think taunting would get tied to
Yes.
some charisma skill.
and
I
I,
I sh-
oh, I was gonna say, I think they should take a page out of fourth edition, which is pretty clearly something that they've taken already
yeah.
inspiration from, and just not call it a mark, but make it something more like that. Because taunt, when I found out that mindless creatures were not immune to taunt, I was like, that's kind of a bad name
Yes.
for it then.
Mhm.
I mean, just going off of what other games call it. I play Final Fantasy 14.
mhm.
Even if you really needed to steal something from a game, calling it like Defiance, which is the
Yeah,
big axe wielding classes ability that makes it so that enemies attack them. I feel like that would fit slightly better than calling it taunt.
yeah,
Um,
something like that, or I just something that inherently implies that mindless creatures will still respond to it, because like in a more practical, like, flavor sense, if you start shouting insults at a black pudding, it's not going to care.
yes.
And I've been leery to use. I've wanted to do a mechanic like this before, and taunt sounded too rude. And it's like, what, you write things about killing people in combat. I'm like, yeah, but the connotation isn't exactly what I'm trying to get across. It sounds so weird. But
There's
it's like, I feel like we
there's
can
a
do
difference
better.
between writing about killing someone and then writing about being braggadocious while doing it. I feel.
Oh, braggadocious. Wow, that's a good one. Yeah, because like
One is a
I
rogue, the
type
other's a
taunted
swashbuckler.
to the thesaurus, and all these things that come back are just not good. Like it's like taunt's the least worst. If you think about it, but
Well, one of and this is just something that I was thinking of. One of the things that I think doesn't work for the full class, but could work for
sorry.
something similar to this is if you called if you had a class called the Duelist and you had the the thing was called throw the gauntlet to basically show you and whatever you're targeting are now in a duel.
Mhm.
I think that might work. That still doesn't really affect mindless, I don't think. I think it needs to be something. It could be something like obstruct, like you're literally obstructing the path of the enemy to anyone else.
This is gonna take some time. I think we need some work
It's
on
going to take
this.
some brainstorming. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think the classes are good. I think that probably just some wording making sure that like larger in life and Titan Wrestler, which I feel
Mhm.
someone wants one, they probably also want the other once they see those two together.
Yeah.
Those I might say, hey, just make sure that these look like they go to make sense when someone takes both of them.
So I just came up with a
But
terrible idea. I know for playtesting things called the commander and the guardian, you do a lot of social encounters, right?
hmm
So I think one of our characters needs to kind of be like teasing out. Taunt really doesn't sound like the best thing, and do play this out in character. Try to figure out what a better word. Yeah, no, I don't think we'll be doing that through playtest. But wouldn't that be really
I mean,
funny? It's like actually have the characters try to figure this out.
here's an idea. Call it BattleCry.
There's already something
Name it
called
after.
BattleCry. It's like we'll have to rename it. And I'm fine with that. It's like just rename the other BattleCry.
Hmm.
I'm
BattleCry,
fine.
but one word instead of 2 words, or 2 words instead of 1 word.
You're right.
Ooh, BattleCry with a K.
Hmm.
Better cry.
BattleCry with 3 T's.
And an I
You
instead
have,
of
Oh
a
god.
Y.
Okay, folks.
you have to shout it, battle cry, like the Mortal Kombat theme song.
Battle cry.
Yes. Now we're on to something. Paizo, hire us. We know what
Okay,
we're doing.
Okay,
call it
whoa, whoa,
Mortal
whoa.
Kombat, but instead of a K, there's an X.
Don't ruin my applications.
Then no one will get it.
There's really no English word for draw aggro in English. If there's one in another language, let me know. I only know English because I am ignorant. Yeah, if we need to go to another language for draw aggro, I'm fine.